Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Anya Pedersen and I like to make movies about running and pregnancy. So today I am going to be talking about Luna sandals and why I love running in them. Even pregnant, I still love running in them. I'm also going to talk about the different styles of Lunas that I like, things to look out for, especially if you are, come from more of a conventional shoe, wanting to switch over, different things, as far as form. So yeah, let's get started. So the company is based out of Seattle, and if you have read the book Born to Run, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about or have heard of them. They are based off of the Mexican version of the Huarache sandals, which I actually have a pair. They're basically a car tire with a little leather strap that you wind up your leg, gladiator style. And I've been running in Luna sandals since the beginning of my whole running career, which has been basically about 9 years ago. I've been kind of a barefoot person my whole life, and so when I got to know or found this company, it was just an easy, yes, this is my shoe, and have been in love with them ever since. And if you see some of my pictures or have, watched some of my videos, I do run in Altras as well, which is also a zero drop shoe. But probably about, I would say, 85% of my runs are done in the sandal. And now that I'm 25 weeks pregnant, going into this pregnancy journey, I had no idea what to expect, especially being our first. But what I do know is that those ligaments and those tendons, everything's loosening up in there. And so I assumed that I would probably, over time, have to get more into a conventional shoe, something that was more supportive for my feet and my body. But I found that was not the case, and I'm so excited to continue running in the sandals. I mean, I'm finding because of, all the changes that are happening in my body, and my size is shifting, I'm getting a little more forward heavy. I'm actually, all the more that I'm finding how much that I need to have that extra surface area when I'm stepping. And so being barefoot, being as minimalist as possible has just completely, I have found personally, has supported me all the better. But that being said, barefoot or minimalist running might not be for everybody. But for me personally, I feel like it's been so much fun. It's added so much more to the experience of running, and I really recommend it. Even if it's just maybe a couple of runs a week, or even just 1 mile out of all your miles a week. There's a lot of benefits to barefoot or minimalist running. You can just really build up and fine tune those little muscles in your feet and your ankles. But I'll talk a little bit more about that down the road in the video. But right now I'm just going to kind of touch on some of the things that you might experience if this is a route that you want to switch over and try for yourself. No matter how experienced you are as a runner, there's a different level of preparedness when it comes to barefoot running, because the things to really watch out for, those bones, tendons, ligaments, those small intrinsic muscles inside your feet that help stabilize you when you run, are going to be working way overtime in minimalist or barefoot, completely barefoot shoes versus those conventional shoes. So you gotta know and you gotta be aware that if you are switching over from conventional to minimalist shoes, your feet are gonna get trashed. And that's why I suggest starting so slowly. What I would suggest, really increase your miles slowly in the minimalist shoes. If you are in your training cycle and you're wanting to switch over from conventional shoes to the minimalist shoes, I really suggest, you know, if you're going out for, let's say, a 7-mile run, maybe only run 5 minutes in the minimalist shoes. Finish up your run. When you come back, switch over to the minimalist, just to slowly adapt, like slow, because of all those little muscles and ligaments that are working a little harder and they're adapting, they're more likely to get overuse injuries. And that being said, you can still run incorrectly in minimalist shoes. And there's a huge myth, especially when the book Born to Run came out, that minimalist or barefoot running would fix all your problems. No, that is incorrect. You can still run poorly in minimalist shoes, and even worse so, because you don't have that extra cushion to protect you, you are even more likely to injure yourself. So you've got to retrain those biomechanics and that brain to muscle connection separately from whatever shoes you wear, because you can run correctly in any shoes, but I do find running barefoot or in minimalist shoes to actually make adapting in or learning correct form a little bit easier. And I'll tell you why. Less on your feet. You're going to have more ground feel, which is going to give you more feedback. When you can feel the ground underneath your feet, you're more likely to step correctly. Your body is going to be screaming at you. If you're, you know, a Clydesdale wham bam kind of runner, it's not going to feel good in minimalist shoes, and so your brain is going to want to force you to pick your feet up a little faster and landing a little bit lighter, because you are not dealing with all that bulk. When you have more of a ground feel, it's easier to adapt to a higher cadence. Cadence is the key when it comes to learning proper biomechanics. Big myth is landing on your toes or on your forefoot. That's not the case. You want to be upping your cadence and landing underneath your center of gravity. Well, when you up your cadence, you're naturally going to land underneath your center of gravity. Some people do naturally land more on their heel underneath their center of gravity, but they're still landing underneath their center of gravity, if you get what I mean, because you can still land on your forefoot and overstride, which is gonna pull you forward, and it's gonna cause a lot of problems on the top of your feet. So we don't want that. Cadence, you want cadence. So I'm going to throw in a little shameless self-promo as a running coach, which I am more targeted towards teaching proper running biomechanics. If you have any questions about your form, if you want to learn to be more of an efficient runner, contact me. Just go over to my Instagram account and send me a personal message there. We can connect. Even though right now we're in a bit of a quarantine, we can still do some stuff remotely, doing some videos, and we can just chat. So yeah, let me know. Here are a few of my favorite guys. Obviously, like the Huaraches, which I actually haven't ran in them, but I just thought they were so cool, and I wanted a pair, especially since I love Luna, the company, so much. I just wanted a pair of what their products are based out of. These guys were my very, very first pair. I have to fix them because the strap broke, but as you can see, they're really, really grody and super worn, but these are so basic. You see there's no tread on the bottom. All these pairs I'm gonna show you, I probably put at least 2,000 miles in each of them, which is great. Well, it is great until you get something, like this on the bottom of your shoe. But that being said, you can still put a heck of a lot of miles in these sandals before they start breaking down. But yeah, these are my originals. I'm going to save these forever. I'm gonna get that strap fixed because I love them. They're my babies. They are really what got me into the minimalist world. So yeah, there's different kinds of straps, like the ones I showed you there had more of a bungee. These just strap over. got also thicker shoes with tread on the bottom. There's so many different kinds of tread. With this one even has a 4-foot strap over the top. They have a newer kind of version. These are more the original version, strap versions, but they're called the wings, which are really cool, and that completely eliminates that top strap. I have a pair, but they're in the car at my husband's work, so you'll just have to go look them up online to check them out, but those are super comfortable as well. And then my favorite poly style to run in, I love the straps. You can really adjust the different pressure around your feet and your ankles to really fine tune it, what fits most comfortable for you. I also really like the look of the straps. I feel like a gladiator when I wear them. As well as it's kind of that original style of what the Tarahumara or the Romreri wear down in Mexico, and I just want to be more like them. They're so inspirational, and yeah, plus it just looks really cool. And then of course, we've got our everyday wear. These ones are a little dirty too, but so pretty and so comfortable, and I love these babies. And yeah, I've got, a bunch more. These are probably the cleanest ones that I have to show you guys. They're super fun, and I love running in them, even more so pregnant. I just feel more connected with my body running in them. It's, because I've been doing this for a long time, my body has really adapted to this style of running. I've ran some really fast times in them. I have a 5K PR of 16:24 in the sandals. I've ran ultras up to 100 Ks, and even the same exact sandal that I wore when I ran on track. They're fun, they're adaptable. You do have to be a little bit more aware of where you're stepping, but I find that's all part of the fun experience of the sandals. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Go check them out at lunasandals.com. I'll put the link in the description down below. They're great, they're fun. Let me know what you think. And so that's why I really enjoy these shoes, and I'm gonna continue running in them as long as I can. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I do have a code for giving you 15% off. So if you are interested, go over to my Instagram page, send me a little private message, and we'll get you hooked up. All right, take care, guys.